Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at the Excalibur Crossbow hand crank. It's a whole lot better than the crank that comes with your bow. Usually when you buy a crossbow, it'll come with a hand crank. They're okay, but man, I don't like them. They're hard to use. If you're up in a tree, you pretty much have to stand up to use them. Because if I'm not mistaken, this crossbow takes like 230 pounds to cock it. So what I do when I get ready to use it, you look on the inside of it, the part that hooks to your stock. You've got a little thumb nut here. You tighten it up, you got a stud that comes out. So I always back it all the way out. If you look on your stock, you've got a hole right here. That's where that screws into. What you do, you take your crank, that just sits right over the top of your stock, and then you just tighten up your little thumb screw there. Get it good and snug. Then what you do, you want to come back here, let off your crank, and then you want to hold on to your crank, wind it all the way out like that. Then you take one of your cocking loops, hooks on that side of your string. Then you take the other part of the string, it goes through a little notch here on the back of your stock there. Then you hook your other finger over the other part of the string, you pull them in snug to your rail, you click your crank so it'll wind up. And I always like to put just a little pressure on it, make sure everything's hooked good. You want to make sure your safety is in the fire position. Make sure that's on there and that's on there, because man, you got a whole lot of pressure whenever you do this. And just hang on to her pretty good here. And just crank her on back. You crank it till you hear it click. I heard it click. It's locked in the trigger. Now what you want to do, put a little pressure, put it on safety, and don't reach through there. Go down below it. Put a little pressure on it. Unlock your locking tab, and then come back here and undo your little thumb screw here. Yeah, first I want to finish winding it up here. Wind that dude on up, put it where it'll lock. Take your thumb screw off of it. Like I say, make sure that dude stays on safety. In pretty good shape. But I always do, I keep an old arrow around. That's how I unload my bow if I'm done hunting and hadn't shot anything. Just got an old practice tip on it. You can tell by the notch in the arrow, the white feather goes in your groove. So your knock will line up with your string. Get under your arrow holder. Now I'm gonna unload it. That's how I unload it. I was sitting on a porch the other evening, not doing much. My buddy come over the other evening. We sat on the porch just shooting the bull, messing around a little while. And every time he comes around, it seems like he's always got a joke to tell. So I was kind of ready for it. And we sat there for a little while just shooting the bull. And he come up with one. He said, man, he said, what do you call a gay dinosaur? And I told him, I said, man, where do you get these jokes? He said, dude, that don't matter. He said, what do you call a gay dinosaur? And I thought for a second. I said, man, I ain't got no clue. He said, dude, it's a megasaurus. I thought, quit it. That is wrong right there. I said, quit it.